It is episode 100
Yeah, wait.
of the We'll Disagree to Disagree podcast.
No, we are 100. We are 100 episodes in, and you still can't do it correctly. I was about to do it.
Okay, I promise you, I'm gonna get it right. We are at episode 100 of the We'll Just Agree
to Disagree
podcast. I'm Beyonce Fox,
and I am Ryan Lee B. We made it 100 episodes in. Also, guys, Beyonce is
Tara Ellis. Hey, Tara Ellis.
Guys, Beyonce, for those who are like, why is she not looking at me? Beyonce is also
Bridget. Hey,
Beyonce.
Bridget, girl. I love our listeners. I gotta engage with them.
Guys, Beyonce is on Facebook Live right now. Yeah. We are celebrating.
I'm on live right now.
Episode with some of our listeners. So she is on Facebook Live while we're also doing this podcast. Beyonce, shout out some of the people that are checking in.
So Tara Ellis checked in, Victoria Harper checked in, Bridget McCracklin. Bridget's been listening from day one too. She is a loyal V103 listener.
And shout out Victoria.
She's giving me the little smiley face emojis right now. Victoria, of course. Man, come on in. Y'all come on in live. I know a lot of people are at work right now. They're probably like, girl, I can't be on live. My boss is right here. But we are this show is just a shenanigan show. Like we had nothing planned. No. Last year, this time, I said when we get to the 100th episode that I was going to call up John Legend's people, see if he could come in. But dude, that just slipped my mind totally. And he's probably really busy right now anyway. So if anybody knows John Legend and he's on Facebook right now, tell him, come on in.
There's also
we brought up John Legend's name, it seems like, on 50 of the 100 episodes.
No, we definitely did. But there were so many things we were going to do for this 100th episode. We were going to have a whole bunch of people come up here. We were going to do a lot. But I think ultimately we were just like, let it be just what this podcast is.
Aaron Roberts. Hi, stranger. Aaron from Chicago.
Now, Beyonce, how you feel?
Oakland, something. Lynette Warbington. Hey, Lynette. That's my little purple friend. I love her with all the cute purple hearts. What, Ryan? What?
B, are you going to talk to the people or me?
I'm going to talk to both. I wish we could. You're supposed to be in here with me so they can be seeing us both. But anyway, go ahead, Ryan, immediately. Go ahead.
Beyonce, how does it feel 100 episodes in? How does it feel? Yeah. What does this podcast mean to you? Tell me that.
This podcast means a lot to me because I'm an introvert. People don't realize that.
Yeah, you are.
They think that because I'm on the air every day and I'm outgoing on the air, that microphone turns on. I better be outgoing. But deep down inside in my real life, I am one of the most quiet, private, introverted people, but no one can accept that. But it's facts. I mean, I don't know. Would you agree with me?
Somewhat? Oh, absolutely.
Okay, because you and I have worked for the last 5-6 years together, so you get it. But this podcast has really allowed me to come out of my little shell a little bit and reveal some things that people may not know about me or my family or what I do in my personal life when I'm not here at iHeartRadio. So I'm thankful for that because I was one of them little hermits for a minute there, but now I feel free. But you still ain't gonna get that much out of me.
Yeah.
Who else is checking in? Eric E.T. Taylor.
E.T. What up, E.T.?
One of the coldest DJs ever, dude. We were at the Bud Billiken maybe 3-4 years ago before COVID. So I'm on the float. E.T. is spinning, and this dude is playing hip hop. He got ratchet with it. He was playing stepping music. He was playing house music. I'm like, E.T., I didn't know. You a bad boy, E.T. It's a pleasure to work with you, my dude. Love you, man. What were you going to say? I'm just so excited about this. I love going live, and I love talking to my people. Who else is on here? Aaron Roberts. Oh, he doesn't agree? Yeah, he doesn't agree that I'm an introvert. Let's see. Who else? Glenn Scott Hayes. Hey, man, he's watching. I love everybody checking in. Go ahead, Ryan.
This is funny. Anybody else that you want to
say? Yeah.
No, I agree, though. I do think this podcast, I'm kind of extrovert, so I'm already out there. I talk about everything. But I do think this podcast has allowed both of us to express our opinions on a lot more of the topics that we not get to do on the radio or on social media. We just have this dialogue. Conversation.
Nidra. Hey, Nidra. I'm
Yeah.
listening.
Are you?
Somehow we should have had them plugged in so that they can hear what you're saying as well. Otherwise, it's just me
We should have
talking
probably
to
figured out
myself.
all that, but who knows how to do a Zoom
Yeah.
or Facebook Live? We are
Yeah,
not.
we should have had a Zoom. We should have had
That's not-
Facebook Live. We should have had, because I bet people are like, what is she talking about? Who is she talking to? I'm talking
Right.
to my co-host Ryan, y'all. I know you can't hear or see him. I told him to come in here with me, but he wanted to do it a certain way. So, by him being the millennial and knowing it all and stuff like that, we just did it this way. Go ahead,
Is
Ryan.
it knowing it all, or is it you not being a millennial, so not understanding how it's going to go in the editing process? Because you may not be very strong in that
I
category
get it.
because you're not the millennial.
I-
So the millennial was
I-
trying to explain. Hence why this podcast is called "We'll Just Agree to Disagree." It is the 100th episode, and it can be the
Just
last.
know.
You decide which way you want it to go.
Just know that he's talking, but I'm talking to you guys. So I'm trying to have a conversation with my people on Facebook Live and with Ryan at the same time. Okay. Okay.
No, this is a true. What do you call yourself? If you're not a millennial, what are you guys?
I'm Generation X.
Okay, this is a prime example of a Generation
We're
X.
right before. Wait, I think it's millennials, then Generation X. I don't know. We're right next to your
whatever you are. Whatever,
I don't know. I don't care. But all I'm saying is,
Beyonce. Oh my God, whatever you are, this is a.
You know what? Next time we do this, we're gonna have to get an engineer and figure out how we can make it work so that they can hear and see you, and so that we can all be on the podcast together. Look, y'all. Once again, I told him to just come in here with me in the studio, but he's the one. I got to give him his props. Props to Ryan, because he is the one that edits the podcast every week. I don't do that. He does it. So when he says it's going to be easier if we do it a certain way, then I'm just be quiet and let it happen that way. But yeah, who else is checking in? Victoria.
Beyonce.
Okay.
Beyonce.
I gotta read this.
No
way.
way.
I enjoy the podcast when I'm having a bad day. I listen to the podcast and it really makes my day because you two are, let me see, hilarious.
That's love. That's love.
I know, that's love. Thank you,
Beyonce.
Vic.
Let's bring them in.
Yeah.
Let's break the fourth wall. If you recall, the idea was we're gonna be live. They can watch us podcast live. After the podcast, I'm about to wrap around, come in your studio, and then we can both talk to the people. But first, we got to talk here to the people that are on Facebook Live and are watching right now on YouTube or listening to.
You remember? Them too. Right. Okay. Thank you, Jivany. Did I say your name right, girl? I'm sorry. I see your name.
Okay, give me Beyonce. Give me one.
Williams. Thank you, sweetheart.
Give me one memory you remember out of 100th episodes. What was one of your top memories?
What are my top memories out of 100 episodes? Ooh, I can't remember. We've had so many good ones and guests and fun topics. And I don't know. I honestly can't recall. There have been so many. What about you?
I think for me, and I think because it set the foundation of what this podcast was going to be, I think when we first started on YouTube and literally every episode in a row, I was getting up and walking out because of something you said. And I think that kind of set that foundation of you never know what one of us is going to say. And it kind of set the foundation of, all right, we're usually going to agree to disagree. Those moments those were funny.
Okay, yeah.
And I do
a lot of funny episodes.
There's definitely been a lot of funny, but I also do like that we have covered some serious topics on this podcast that has to do with gun violence that has taken place, school shootings that have taken place. Our thoughts are with everyone out in Nashville. We have talked about mental health. So what I do love is really a balance of it could be fun, it could be entertainment, gossip, but we've also had serious conversations that need to be had.
Oh, yeah. The whole situation back during the days of the whole civil unrest, the George Floyd piece. We've had an attorney on talk about that civil unrest. Shout out to Andrew Stroth. So many people, like, it's just crazy. So I love the balance, too. The fact that we can have fun and laugh it up and have a good time. But then there are also times where we know that we have to talk about more serious issues and things that affect a lot of people. So also taking it back to how you said, like, you are an introvert, we discussed some real life serious things that both of us have gone through on this podcast.
I
Absolutely.
think we both can recall you discussing your mother passing, rest in peace.
Hmm.
My grandmother passing, rest in peace. These are topics that we both brought to the podcast. There may have been a week
Yeah.
that we didn't do an episode and we probably didn't tell you guys. I think I know when my grandmother passed, you told me stop, like we're not
Yeah.
recording. I was
Oh
still
yeah.
to do it.
Absolutely not.
Your mom
No.
was out. We had like a few guests in that were just hanging out, and we never told
Mhm.
you guys the backstory of why. But we were going through real life situations, and then we both came back and talked how it affected us.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that my mom passed away and then your grandma passed away just months later.
Later,
It's
man.
something how life works. It's just,
Yeah.
whoa, life really works in crazy ways. But here we are,
Yeah,
still
and I
standing
think
and still
helped.
doing it.
It helped though because I think I've talked on this podcast how I've dealt with and been battling with dealing with grief as an adult for the first time. And
Yeah,
that's an open dialogue that we were able to have on this podcast. So I think a lot of times, we record these podcasts. We don't know what the episodes are going to be. We go
yep,
in with the topics and, it just goes where it goes and where guys takes it.
exactly.
But this podcast has done more than I think we give ourselves credit for.
Yeah, yeah, but we just really, really want to thank everybody. That's why I said, let me just go live and talk to some people on Facebook Live while I'm also doing a show live at the same time. But we just wanted to thank everybody who has supported this podcast for the last 100 episodes. That is
Yeah.
equivalent to about 2 years or so. I feel like it's been longer, but okay. 2 years and give or take a couple weeks where you may have been off or I may have been off. So it's really probably about 110 episodes. But anyway, we're going to go with 100 for today. But we want to thank you sincerely for all of the support. We do this every week. We're very consistent with it. And we also want you to follow us at We'll Just Agree to Disagree on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And if there's ever a topic or anything that you want to discuss, or if you have any suggestions for us about maybe somebody you want us to interview or just hang out with, let us know. Put it in the comments and we will be sure to oblige if it's possible and if we can. So I'm gonna log off of live right now. You're gonna come in real quick so they can at least see you.
I was about to say, don't log off. I'm coming over there. Guys,
okay.
This is the quick 100th episode of the We'll Just Agree to Disagree podcast.
Yeah, we're not logging off. Hold on.
We're going to go celebrate on Facebook Live so we can actually talk to you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for always watching, listening, seeing us out in the streets and being like, that Beyonce girl's crazy. I'll be like, I know, I tried telling y'all. If you do not subscribe, hit us up at We'll Just Agree to Disagree on Instagram. Beyonce, I love you. Congrats to 100 on us. Like, we did it.
Hey, Ryan's about to come in here, y'all, real quick.
I don't know what you just said. Your mic went all the way out, but I'm gonna agree with whatever you said. Bye, guys. We are 100 in. We got 100 more to go. I'm on my way, Beyonce.
Okay, here comes Ryan. Okay, see y'all. Bye.